a special feature art book haul featuring Loish van Baarle. Hey, welcome back. This is Satria, long time no here. And I have to say that after coming from Anime Boston, I am definitely tired out and reaping all of the issues of leaving things to the last minute and whatnot. But I'm doing pretty good and I'm getting back into a routine. So this art book haul, yes, I'm going to do some more of them because I actually have a number of stuff in. But for this special one, this is actually part one of what I would consider calling English art book haul, because most of my other art books are in Japanese for the most part, or some other variation of Asian languages. But what makes this special is, of course, Loish. I'm sure pretty much all of you have heard of Loish van Baarle, her stuff. I've been following it for some years now, and I didn't get a chance to order her first art book, but this one, especially since this one is more like in between, as I would like to call, a work in progress type of book, sketchbook and illustration. I snatched it up as quick as I possibly can. Anyways, after having a couple of shipping issues, not on my end, but on her end, if you follow her Kickstarter, I finally got the book about a week ago actually, and like I said, I just came back from Anime Boston, so other than just taking out the outer wrapper, I pretty much have not have a chance to look through this, so you guys are going to experience this with me. Now with the Kickstarter, I think we had reached a stretch goal, so because of that, we end up getting this kind of custom sketch, like custom playing cards, I believe, and the actual art book packaging had, like, it was in this same kind of paper, but it had a printed artwork on it. What I can first say is, I mean, it's novelty. I would like to perhaps do something similar one day, just to see. So it was interesting to see that she included that. So let's get on right here. Ooh. I really do like the fact that all her colors are very like soft and ephemeral, soft edges and everything. So I can say that I really like the designs. It's pretty simple, but I like it. And then she has her little miniature sketch in there. So it's almost like a miniature art book. The sketches do not relate per se to the deck. Like, there's not a theme that has to do with them. So I think this is of use of previous artwork, and then she went ahead and added them in. And I have to say, for small miniature artwork, it's nice. I wish there was more like this kind of thing, because that would have been cool. But other than that, this is definitely a quick little sampler. I may gift this to a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, but someone I might gift this to, because again, I am a fan of her stuff and I follow it a lot. And if these are just little duplicate replications of her stuff, I think it would be kind of selfish of me to keep all of this to myself. It's really pretty though, and I personally don't play deck of cards, but why not? It was a cute thing. So the next thing that she has here is a coloring book version of her artwork. I do love seeing like the pre-line work before people work on the colors, because sometimes by the time you see something in color, you're not exactly, it's hard for you to see what was like the foundation for it. So this was just a quick little, I believe another stretch goal that she added in. And as you can see, it's a very simple, very small book. And again, I may gift this to somebody, someone, who knows. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for one of these guys. So here's the heart of the matter, and that is her sketchbook. I have to say, I think this is like either screen print or pressed on, because I can feel that this ink was pressed into the paper. And I do have a thing for craft paper. I'm a bit of a hipster inside. You'll have to excuse me. But it's a slip cover, which I find very nice little ad. The book is hardcover, of course. It's quite thick, really. It's probably maybe 2/3 of an inch thick, I'd say. But it's a really nice book. So super professional. Obviously, she got her ISBN. So I'm sure if she could have her ISBN and stuff, you could probably order it. Maybe it'll be available on Amazon or something. But take a look at it. So let's go ahead. The book is kind of, I would feel like it's like a 12 by 12 inch, I want to say, is the book size. It's almost of a square. Let me grab a ruler. Okay, so the book is actually probably a 10 by 10-ish inch book, but it feels pretty hefty. So I have to say I like this. Of course, the interior pattern page, and this is book number 7104 stamped. Oh man, as much as I would love to be popular, I'm just saying she has so many people following her that I would just be so scared of dealing with that many fulfillment. Let's see. So the book is printed with 3D Total Publishing, and I know this publisher, they do tend to publish a lot of art books. So the fact that it's published with them, you'll definitely be able to find this book of hers. So just either go onto her website or probably be able to find it on Amazon. So let's see, table of contents, her mind, and that's part of the reason why I bought this book over her art book, because I wanted to kind of get into her thinking process and understanding what she do. So we're gonna just quickly slip through some sketches here. It feels like it's on a very matte kind of paper, which makes sense for a sketchbook, and it has that kind of new books printing smell. Really nice graphic design artwork on one side, and then you have a nice little, it's really well done. I think I like this kind of square format. Love seeing sketches like these, especially when you see the under construction. It helps for learning how to draw. Some more practices and studies. I suck at drawing animals and cats. I'm really liking like this mood color paper. This is really beautiful. So I can definitely feel that she put a lot of decision making on the type of paper, because I feel like there's a bit differences in the paper tint. So it's not printed pink, like it's not a printed tint, it's an actual paper stock that comes in that kind of light pink tint or that yellow tint. Sometimes it switches out. And of course you got a couple of thumbnails and some tutorials in here. So it's kind of like a how-to book, but I will say because of her level of her artwork, I feel that she should be, I would say maybe like intermediate beginner. So not 100% a beginner, but like an intermediate beginner to really get a feel for her book. And of course, if you're more advanced than that, then why not see her thinking process. I know that she tends to put on some digital paintings online for people to see. So if you want to see more of her stuff and how to learn from her stuff, just go onto her Facebook group. She just made one, I think, this past 2 weeks or so. So you can find a lot of good tutorials there and stuff like that. But do not leave yet. Don't feel as though I am just going downhill after that, because I got some other cool stuff. And like I said, this is part 1 of the English art books. Now another heavy hitter is his first book, his first drawings book, Jake Parker. I think he's up to book 3 or 4 right now. I think it's 3 because he's doing comics and stuff. You can see I had it a while ago from his Kickstarter. You'll have to forgive me. This was in my parents' home, and I'm just glad that it didn't get any much water damage, just a bit of scuffing. But I ordered his stuff because I like how so much iterations for gadgetry and things like that. And some of you may have seen that I'm like trying to learn how to draw mecha stuff and robot stuff. I mean, look at this. This is why I really suggest you like look up compilation books and artist sketchbooks and not just like finished color stuff. I know color is popular and all that good stuff, but when something is super polished, it's kind of hard for you to like learn from it. And I just like seeing like the bones and stuff, like drop shadow shading and his rendering. And I can tell that he didn't, I don't know if you can really see it in here, but he did not edit it, like over edit his scan. So you can see like there's like a little bit of whiteout on this page here, a couple of whiteout here. So I'm not sure if my camera can really capture it, but he lets you see like where he made the mistakes. I could even tell what kind of whiteout he used because of the way it is. So it looks like it's one of those tape roller whiteouts. So it's real nice, real nice. I mean, look at this, all of this gadgetry and stuff like that. So that's part of the reason why I love this book. I didn't get some of his more newer drawing books because they're kind of like character based, I feel. But this is just awesome. It's been a while since I've gone through this book. So I think I'm definitely gonna go in and probably copy a number of this stuff, so that way I can kind of like memorize a number of things into like put it into my brain how to like do gadgetry and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend this book if you can find it, that is. So his like newer drawings book are more like these kind of character based stuff, which is all cool and whatever, but I'll be honest, I'm biased. I like his robots. Now, don't let the simplicity of this book deceive you. Justin Gerard is actually quite a well-known painter, but again, like I said, I like to see like the underdrawings and the sketchbooks of things, because that's how I'm able to learn versus ordering coloring stuff. And I'll eventually probably buy some of Justin Gerard's like compilation books of his paintings. Once I'm able to. I have a number of books that I'm behind in purchasing, so these things aren't cheap. But again, you get quite a bit of where you can see he's like planning and practicing his paintings. I really like it like this too, where you can see that he's planning his lighting and stuff. And it's always funny when you see painters, when they do the general structure of the face, they don't actually over render the face during the drawings. So I just really like some of his composition. Here you can see like some grayscale practices for monochromatic paintings. Really nice. So now it's like 2018, where this was 2010. So I pretty much need to go stalk his website and check to see if he got anything new. This little mini guy right here, I want to say I got this a couple of years ago. And this is an artist by the name of Dustin Nguyen, I believe. There's a lot of Nguyen's, but I know he does a lot of comic book illustrations and covers. I got this at New York Comic Con, I want to say 2010, 11-ish. I want to say maybe 12-ish. I don't know. It was like 5-ish hours. Oh, there you go. It tells me 2012. Thank you. To be honest, I don't follow pretty much any American comic books of any sort. Like maybe once in a while I'll find an indie book, but I'm not into American comics. I'm not into the superhero things at all. That includes the movies. But just because I'm not into like, you know, Batman or whatever, that does not mean, or whoever else is in here, that doesn't mean I don't like the actual artwork. I just don't particularly, there's too much of a history for me to even know where to start with it, and I'm not going to bother. So I just follow the artists on the fringes, and whenever they have an interesting little collection, I go ahead and grab it, because this is just beautiful. Like the composition, you can tell this artist loved whatever this IP address is. What's his name? Freeze or something. And it looks like DD, so Daredevil. Stuff like that, and this stuff is just gorgeous. I am a little upset that I think I had this poster. I don't know where said poster went, but other than that, I really like seeing it, because again, this rough work kind of teaches you quite a bit of thing. The only other thing that I'm kind of upset with American comic book illustrators and whatnot, and that is going to be shown in the next book right here. Sorry guys, I know it's like PG, but you know, she's censored and stuff like that. But my thing here is, and this is a pretty big book, I want to say, so it's almost 13 inches, so it's probably like a 10 by 13 inch book, like that one. But the thing that I kind of am upset of American comic book artists and illustrators is that everything that they print is in color. And I'm just straight up biased towards black and white, because there's nothing, you cannot hide behind color when you're doing black and white. You just can't. And the beauty, the composition, the line strokes, all of the special effects. So a lot of times I will try, like, I just try to find, you know, try to find artists that have actually printed their stuff in black and white. Because look at this. Look at this. This is like perfect reference right here, and I just love all of it. I love all of it. But lo and behold, they'll eventually be tainted in color. Yes, I use the word tainted because this is gorgeous right here. This is just so dynamic. Yes. and I just really wish more of them would sell like their collection in black and white. I am definitely talking about Sheen Gordon Murphy. I am just waiting for this man to eventually print his stuff out in black and white, whenever that is gonna be. But whatever, we won't get into that. Anyways, I follow a number of them on Instagram, and how do you not love this? Like, I don't know who any of these characters, I don't know who she is. I know who she is, I just don't know who she is. But like, look at this extras. Okay, I think this is Red Sonja. I've heard people talk about it online. She's always on those like bikini armor memes, but like all of this cross hatching is just gorgeous. Special effects of lightning and stuff, and lighting in general, it's just nice. Look at this, look at this. How do you not love this? Anyways, okay, it seems like Deadpool, Edward Scissorhands. It's been really pretty. It's just been really pretty. Anyways, so like I said, this was part 1 because I have probably 6 or 7 more English books that I eventually need to get through. But there's just so much, and this video is going so long already. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or thoughts, let me know in the comments below. And more importantly, let me know if you actually did enjoy this video. Perhaps you want to share with me the things that you guys have purchased yourself, you know, some kind of like guilty pleasures and goodies that you have, because I am totally down to adding to my collection. And of course, a quick reminder that I do have a few more copies left of my Queen's art book, and you can see how I'm very much influenced by a number of some of the illustrators that I show you, and why I'm so biased towards black and white. But if you're interested in a copy, just head on down to the link below. You will see a link to my Store Envy site. Grab yours while you can. There's only a limited of 50 copies being printed. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy, and looking forward to part 2 of the video. See you then.